Okay, thank you, sir, for having me today.
Welcome. Right, it's a pleasure.
Pleasure is mine, as usual. Today it's your part, in which I will be tackling your career as an English teacher. And my first question goes for your status. And I wish that you tell me about your main inclinations that made you follow a sincere path, or let's say desire, for acquiring the English language, and thus becoming a teacher. If you can talk to me about this.
Right, that's an interesting question.
It really is.
Since I was a child,
Okay.
I mean, when I started my middle school, my dreams started. And my dreams were reading, working with people, traveling. Especially traveling, I like traveling a lot. And as an Algerian citizen, my mother tongue is Arabic. And I was thinking of traveling around the world, exploring things, knowing new people.
Exactly.
But when I talked with my father about this, he told me something that I've never forgot about. What was it? He told me something that I still remember
Until this day.
till now, yeah. He said that you can never go anywhere if you don't speak the language of that country or English.
Exactly.
So, for example, if I said if you go to Italy, you should speak Italian or English. As we don't speak Italian here, and we have English, we study English at school as the second foreign language after French. So I set my mind to learn English.
Which was the right choice.
And of course, it was the best choice I made in my life. In Algeria, in the middle school, we used to study English, or to start studying English in the third year of middle school. In the school 4 years, third year we start English. I started studying English at home alone from the first year. I really loved English. And I started feeling with time that my life cannot prosper, cannot exist, I cannot do anything without English. It was my dream. From that moment, especially that in the third year, I got a good teacher who inspired me. And so I started dreaming to be an English teacher. Here my dream of teaching English, becoming an English teacher, started, and it went with me along my life till I went to university and studied English.
Okay, this is very, very sincere, sir. You know, I have never heard or such, let's say, confrontation with the English language, such as your situation, sir. This is very honest. Okay. My second question would be about your major in university. Whatever that major was, what was the drive, or let's say shift, to embrace English even more?
Interesting question.
Alright.
I was in scientific class in high school. Though English was a secondary subject, I was the best in my class during the whole
Year.
the whole year, and during the 3 years of the secondary school.
Alright.
I was always the best in English,
I could not agree more.
and I used to help even or to teach my classmates when our teachers
Okay.
were absent. So I got my baccalaureate.
Alright.
I went to university, and I started studying English, specialized in English from the beginning.
Okay.
This was my dream, and I felt that my dream started becoming true. The doors to the fulfillment of my dream started opening. Yeah, and it was in the beginning of the end of the 80s and the beginning of the 90s.
I was about to ask about the year exactly.
Yeah, the 1982, 88, sorry, 1988, then to 1992, 4 years in university.
Alright.
It was hard because I passed at that time, as I am from a southern city, then I went to the north, to the capital.
Okay.
It was a different life. The first time to go there and study at university, things were not really easy as they are now.
But you did overcome the situation. You managed to take
Of course, it was hard. It was hard, but very pleasant. I enjoyed my university life. I had a lot of contacts with different students from different regions. It was a really great experience.
It was very challenging.
Yeah, it was a challenge for me, especially at that time, someone from the south going to the north, studying a foreign language, it was not something usual for them.
Exactly.
Okay? Because most of people in the north, they speak French or English better than those people in the south. Yeah. Why? Because in the south, we used to have lack of teachers of foreign languages, especially French and English. It was a challenge. I accepted this challenge. I did my best.
And you succeeded too.
Yeah, and I succeeded at the end. And I came back home, my hometown, home sweet home.
Exactly, home sweet home. Yeah.
To teach. Yeah, because my dream was to become an English teacher. Yeah. So I started I started teaching in this school.
In this very school?
Yeah, from the beginning.
Okay. Where you exactly told me?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
1992. I mean, since 1992, I've been a teacher of English in this school.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
Alright. In 1992 is the year when I was born.
Really?
Yes, sir.
This is nice.
And I can't believe I happen to be your student, and I'm still following you, still going behind your tail, and still seeking knowledge and guidance. Oh my God, this is amazing, sir.
You know, you're always welcome.
Okay. But you never told me about this, sir. Oh my God.
It was my secret.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
I answer questions.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I am asked, I answer.
Okay, I wish you stayed though.
And if I'm not asked, I will not answer.
Okay, but I wish that you stayed there.
Yeah.
That would be even better. Thank you, sir. Okay, question number 3. It's about your achievements. How do you perceive them or see them in views of when you started teaching until this moment? And by the way, you have been a genuinely sincere sense of guidance, by the way.
Oh, come on, please.
It's the truth, sir. You will have to accept accolade one day, believe me. Especially to me, quite frankly. Until this moment, I mean, think about it.
You know me well.
I do, sir.
Yeah, but I really hate
Oh my God.
to be thanked.
Okay.
I really hate to be thanked. Because when I do something, when I help someone, or I feel that I helped someone, I feel that I did something to someone. For me, it's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure. You know, my pleasure, my joy,
It really is.
yeah, is when I feel that I made something
That is how.
in, or I took part, let's say I took part in building the personality of a good citizen. In building the personality of a good citizen. And I feel that I was part of this
Procedure.
yeah. This is really my joy. I feel happy. As I told you that when I came back, when I started teaching, at that time, and like today, students at the university, before they finish their studies, they have last year most of them have training. Yeah. They have a semester of training in one of the schools, okay? Especially those who are going to be teachers. So I really envy them because I tell them when you start teaching, you already had some experience. You attended classes with the teachers, some teachers guided you, they gave you different steps of or what you need in to be a teacher, lesson planning, and how to deal classroom management. All these tips, all these, okay, they learned, or they were able to learn some skills. They had the chance to learn some skills, and that's something that I didn't have when I finished my from university directly to the classroom without any training. Believe me.
It seems almost unbelievable.
Yeah. What did I do? The first days, I took the book, I took the program that had a look on them, and I tried to prepare my lessons according to what is in the book and the steps of the lessons and the units in the book. I had an idea, I said, okay, I need to learn from someone else. What did I do? The first days, I still remember this, because for me it was shock, and it was motivation. I went to one of the schools, I asked for a teacher who was there. I asked someone there, please, can you go to the class of that teacher and tell him that there is a new teacher who wants to attend your session, okay, to learn from you. Yeah. Then this man came back to me. I was at the entrance of the school. I was not allowed even to get in. There was the guard of the school. He told me that that teacher is telling you that he is sorry, there is nothing to learn from him.
Oh my God, that was very, very sincere.
Yeah, really. I'm shocked.
I'm shocked myself when I'm listening.
Okay, I said, just tell him thank you. And I went away. It was a shock at the beginning, but when I sat with myself, I found that this was motivation or motivating point for me. It means I have to take things personally. From that moment, I started making searches, reading. The problem is that there was no internet at that time.
At the time,
It
exactly.
was just the beginning, let's say, just the beginning of the internet.
I was going to ask you about this, by the way.
Yeah. It was hard, of course.
Very hard.
Especially my first year, it's very, very hard. So I had to ask some colleagues with me in school. They used to give me some tips from time to time. Okay, they're not always generous. And from the internet, I could find some things there that helped me. Thanks God, we had an inspector that was a woman, and she came to visit me during my first year in class.
Was it weird? I mean, was this actually weird when she came to visit you on your first year?
No, she was doing her job. But
I mean,
I was pleased. I was pleased with her visit.
Okay.
Why? I told her something. I welcomed her and I said, "You are welcome, madam. I've been waiting for you." She was surprised. She told me, I still remember this. She told me that, you are the first teacher who says this to me. When every teacher, when he hears that his or her inspector is coming, he gets confused and some of them they even skip their sessions.
Is this true? Sir?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately, it's true.
Oh my God.
So she gave me some guidance. She helped me with some ideas. She knew that I was new and
you were obviously
experience. Yes, it was my love to English, my love to teaching that pushed me really to learn more and more.
It really
And to be frank, in my career, what I used, from what I had studied at university, I can say about 10-15%. Yeah. The rest is acquired from experience, from reality, from daily work and daily experience with different classes, with different generations. Yeah. This is from where I got my experience and maybe
the person that you are today.
The person I am today.
And I could never stop thinking about the people you taught and you helped in concerning guidance and even in personal lives. And I could say this, let's say proudly too. You did, sir. And you did real good too. I think you're the best teacher ever. Concerning what everyone thinks, by the way. I know you hate this fact.
Yeah, and I disagree with this.
Okay.
My pleasure is when I feel that I made a difference in the life of a person.
It's a relief.
Yeah. I feel my conscience at ease when I see, especially when I see the result or the fruits of my work. Many teachers used to be my students in high school, in middle school.
Good.
Many teachers at university, many doctors at university, many medical doctors, many engineers, many lawyers.
Writers too.
Yeah. So when I meet them and see them as active, good citizens, bringing good things to society, really it makes me feel or want to cry.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's the truth, and you have no idea how credible and credulous and honest you are, sir. Alright? I have nothing to add, to be honest. You have completely shut me up. Alright? The fourth question, sir, I think you've already answered it. I was going to tell you if you could add anything, I mean, in accordance with your status as a teacher and a well-respectable individual. I think you've already answered it, sir.
Yeah, I can add something here.
Okay, I would love to.
That what makes a person as a good teacher. It's not just teaching or filling the brains with information. It's the personal contact with the students, with the person contact with the students. For many teachers, it's just A plus B. It's A, B, C, D. It's just 1 plus 1 equals 2, and goodbye. No, it's not this.
It's not like that.
No.
Never has.
Dealing with the student, the student is a person. If I don't start with my lesson with building an opening relationship, an open say link with my students, I would not start my lesson. I would always greet my students in the class, in the morning, in the afternoon, ask them about their themselves, how they are, about their families. If someone was absent, for example, I want to know why he was absent, maybe just to make things clear for me and for him. He might have someone sick at home, or maybe he or she might have been sick. So the key to success is not just giving information, but is considering this student as a human being worth our respect. Dealing with humans, we are not dealing with objects. Yeah. Is it?
This is your question, sir. Oh my God. I have nothing to add, sir. I think you have said everything that I wanted to hear. Even though you said things, and I never had the chance or the opportunity to listen to them at the time. Now you just told me about them. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Have a good day.
Thanks a lot.